What's up guys, welcome to the Slumber Yard, and in today's video we're taking a look at the best hotel mattresses. So there are a lot of great beds, and if you've stayed in a really fancy place, you've probably really enjoyed your sleep and maybe thought, I want a bed similar to that. Well, that's what we're going to talk about in today's video. I'm going to give you 4 of our favorite hotel style mattresses so you can see if they're going to maybe work for your sleeping situation. Now, if you happen to enjoy this video, hit the thumbs up button, and you can always subscribe to the Slumber Yard for many more best lists just like this one. But without further ado, let's just get right into it. Alright, so I first should tell you that we receive all of these mattresses for free from their respective brands to review and tell you guys about them, but we compiled this list completely ourselves based on our own testing. Now, if you do decide to go with any of the beds on this list, you'll be backed by the following policies, starting with free shipping. Some will get to you in bed-in-a-box, others white glove delivery, but no matter what, it'll basically get to your house for free. Then you'll get a sleep trial of at least 100 nights to test the bed out in the comfort of your own home. You get return options with all of these beds, and they're all backed by at least a 10-year warranty. So some really great policies no matter which one you go with. But let's just jump right into this list and talk about the first pick on this list, which is a bed that's made in the United States, and it's the WinkBed. Now, this bed is made in Wisconsin, and it actually comes with a lifetime warranty, which is pretty darn cool. So something cool about the WinkBed right out of the gate is that it is a bed with pocketed coils, so it should work for all body types. And it is available in 4 firmness options. They have a softer, a luxury firm, and a firmer, and a plus model, which is basically designed for especially heavy individuals. So if you're, looking for something and you're a bit heavier, you might want to check out that WinkBed Plus line model. But in terms of the firmness, we would pretty much say that the luxury firm is right around a medium on our firmness scale, so it should work for all sleeper types, back, stomach, side, and combination. And if you did want something a bit softer, you could check out that softer model, or a bit firmer, go for the firmer. But, having the option of firmness is always nice. Now, since this bed is a hybrid mattress, it uses pocketed coils in combination with foams, but in terms of its feel, it's basically just going to have a pillow top feel. So we kind of say that this is pretty much like sleeping in a nice hotel bed. It's not going to be super sinking and memory foamy, of course. You're pretty much just going to feel like you're sleeping on a nice cloud, pretty much on top of the sleeping surface, and it will provide a lot of pressure relief as well. Depending on which version you go with, how soft it's going to be is how much, you're going to sink into the mattress, but basically, a pillow top feel is something that a lot of people really enjoy, and they kind of equate it to, sleeping in a fancy 5-star hotel. Now, in terms of price, the WinkBed retails for around the $1,800 mark, but you should be able to pick it up for around the $1,500 mark after discount, and if we have a discount code, we will link it down below in that description box. They usually will run a discount pretty much year-round, so definitely check down there before you buy and save the most amount of money with WinkBed. Now, the next bed on our list is another great, really nice bed, and that would be the Bare Natural. Now, something cool about this mattress is that it's going to have a pretty different feel from the first bed on this list, the WinkBed. This one's going to have more of a latex feel, but it still will be really luxurious and feel like you're in a really nice hotel. And Owen on our team recently visited the 3Z factory and heard from them that they're going to try to implement this bed in some hotels. And you might be sleeping on a Bare Natural right now if you happen to be watching this video in your hotel room. Who knows? This is another bed that's a hybrid that uses pocketed coils in combination with some foams and some natural latex foam. So if you've ever slept on a latex foam bed, it's kind of like the opposite of a memory foam. With something like that, you're going to slowly sink into the mattress and it'll kind of cradle your pressure points. But with a latex foam, something like the Bare Natural, you're pretty much going to be buoyant on top of the bed. And when you change between different sleeping positions, the bed will pretty much keep up with you. So it's a really nice thing to try if you've never done so before. But again, kind of the opposite of that memory foam feel. Now, a lot of latex foam beds tend to be on the firmer end of things since that latex foam material is kind of firm, but this one is around a medium to a medium firm, so it's not as firm as some of those other beds, so it should work for all sleeper types, back, stomach, side, and combination. Unlike the WinkBed, this is just available in that one firmness, so hopefully you want something that's close to that medium, but that should work for most people. This bed has some great certifications. You can check more about that in our full review on this mattress. We'll have it linked down below. And in terms of its price, we also usually see that most of these natural and organic beds are super expensive, but this one is pretty affordable. After discount, you should be able to pick it up for around the $1,600 mark for the queen size, which is a really great deal for a natural bed like this. And again, any coupon codes that we have will be linked down below in that description box, so you can save some money if you go the route of the Bare Natural. Next up, we have another bed made in the United States, and it's actually not just one bed, but it's a whole line of mattresses from Helix, and those would be the Helix Elite mattresses. Now, these beds are really thick. They're around 16 inches, so you'll definitely have to get some deep pocket sheets. But something cool about these beds is that they use pocketed coils in combination with foams and a set of micro coils as well. Now, if you've never tried a bed with micro coils, it kind of imitates a memory foam, but will provide a lot more support for you. I actually sleep on a bed that uses micro coils, and I really love it. So if you want something with that really luxurious pillow top feel, and that will still provide a ton of support, maybe check out the Helix Elite beds. Now, something cool about Helix, I did mention that this is a whole line of mattresses, so you can get some versions of this bed that will have a bit more of a hint of memory foam feel in combination with that pillow top, and you can get beds that basically span the entire firmness spectrum. You've got the Sunset and the Moonlight, which are a little bit softer. You've got the Midnight and the Dusk. We have the Midnight, it's right around a medium on our firmness scale. Then you also have the Twilight or the Dawn mattresses. Those are a bit firmer than that medium, but basically to decide which one will be right for your sleeping situation, you can go to Helix's website and take their sleep quiz, and you basically just enter some information about yourself. Then they present to you the bed that they think will work best for your situation, you know, whether you have pain or whether you want something a bit more pressure relieving. They'll handle all of that. But if you did want to learn more about the Helix Elite beds, you can always check out our full reviews over here on the Slumber Yard. They'll be linked down below in the description if you want to check it out. And I should mention that these beds are going to be a bit on the pricier side of things. So the last two beds I talked about were pretty affordable, but these ones will be basically a step up. So as of when I'm recording this video, you should be able to pick up a queen size Helix Elite mattress in any of the models for around the $2,800 mark after discount. And I know that this is a little bit more expensive, but you know, the MSRP price is a bit more, so definitely check down below in that description box and use any coupon codes that we might have to save some money if you want to go the route of Helix Elite. But let's just jump on to the last bed on this list, which would be the Saatva mattress. And this is a bed that's pretty similar to the WinkBed, the first one I talked about, because it also will have 3 different firmness options, and it'll also have 2 different height profiles to choose from as well. So if you want something that's really thick and burly, like a fancy, huge hotel bed, you can go that route with Saatva. These beds will ship to you with white glove delivery, where a local delivery team will deliver these beds to your home full size, and they'll usually haul away your old mattress for completely free as well. Now, this bed is backed by a full year trial period, but if you did want to return it within that trial period, they might charge you a small transportation fee, so just know that going in. But something cool about Saatva is they back their beds with a lifetime warranty, which is pretty great. Now, in terms of these beds' construction, they use 2 layers of coils in combination with foams, and that'll pretty much add up to give the bed more of a traditional inner spring pillow top feel. So kind of similar to something like the WinkBed, the first bed I mentioned, but it'll be a little bit more traditional. It might feel like a bed that you grew up sleeping on, you know, something you've tried back in the past or just at a nice hotel, and there will be a lot of support because of those coils. The bed has a Euro pillow top, and it's all wrapped up in a nice organic cotton cover that smells really nice and looks really nice, and the whole bed in general just looks like something that you'd want to find in a fancy 5-star hotel. It doesn't look out of place at a really nice Airbnb as well. It'd probably look good in any bedroom just without sheets on. Now, I mentioned you can get this bed in 2 height profiles, 11.5 inches or 14.5 inches. And something cool about this is that you don't even have to spend up for that. So if you just wanted a thicker bed for the fun of it, you know, you can definitely go that route in terms of Saatva. And something great about this bed is it's available in 3 different firmness options. You have their plush soft, their luxury firm, and their firm. We recommend most people check out that luxury firm because it's right around a medium firm on our firmness scale. But again, if you did want something a bit firmer or a bit softer, they have those other choices for you to make. Now, Saatva retails for around the $2,000 mark for the queen size, but they're usually pretty good at offering some deals, after which for that queen size, you should be paying around the $1,700 mark. And again, any discounts that we have with any of these beds will be linked down below in that description box for you. But that is basically the short story when talking about the 4 best hotel beds that we've seen over here in the Slumber Yard. You know, what do you guys think? Are there any beds that we've missed on this list? Write us down below in the comments. We would love to hear from you. And if you happen to enjoy this video or you just want more information about any of the mattresses that we talked about today, you can always subscribe to the channel or check out our other videos. We've done so many, and we'll have a ton linked down below in that description box for you. Again, any coupons that we have will be down there as well. But that's going to do it for this one. I'm Wes, wishing you a good night's sleep.